Jesse T. We are going to keep it in Cleveland, but we're going to go to the gridiron. Myles Garrett signed a rookie deal for more than $30 million. And here is how the #1 overall pick celebrated the news. Great song, right, Scotty?
It takes me back to 7th grade, made out with Kara Wilson in a movie theater, no big deal.
Oh,
it's from
Kara.
the Batman franchise, the first one.
How could you take your eyes off of Batman? How dare you? Scott, Garrett was the #1 overall pick, like I mentioned. Mitchell Trubisky went second to the Bears. Who will be a bigger star in 5 years, do you think?
History would say, and I agree with history in this case, that Myles Garrett's the proper answer. In fact, of all the positions, and there's about 5 positions this day and age that first-round picks are flooded with. It's those that can get to the passer, a wide receiver, a cornerback. I think those are really your main ones because the aerial attack, and those are the 4 main positions, and then the left tackle that protects the passer. However, amongst those 5 positions, and throw in any others you'd want, the end rusher has been the safest bet, particularly in the first round, but any round for that matter. But when you're putting this much stock in a top 1, top 5, top 10 pick, talk to John Elway, talk to even John Lynch in his first year, talk to Bill Polian, you talk to guys that have been in the league forever. They say the position that translates from college to the pros best and easiest is the end rusher because it is monkey see, monkey do. See quarterback, find quarterback, hit quarterback. It's the simplest transition. Not only that, let's factor in Myles Garrett, maybe since Andrew Luck, so for 5 seasons, was the most unanimous, agreeable first pick, best talent, go get him, don't overcomplicate it. What was the most overcomplicated part of this draft? It was a team that had the 3rd pick that you thought was going to pick secondary, gives up 3 picks to go up 1 spot. We still don't know if it was to protect to get Mitchell Trubisky. If you look at quarterback, Abby, and well, first off, Joe Flacco is the only quarterback in the first round to win a Super Bowl in the last 10 years. And for every good quarterback drafted in the first round, I can show you 2 in the last decade that have flopped. It's just history, and I think in these specific cases, I feel very comfortable that Garrett's going to be the success.
Let me ask you this, Scott. Who's going to be better for their team in the long run?
Yeah, I think Cleveland is better poised for the next 6 or 7 years. I think the Bears are one of the 4 or 5 franchises that are in a rebuild with an overwhelming amount of holes still to be filled. I think Cleveland, when you consider last year, this draft, and the fact they have 12 picks each of the next 2 seasons, they're prized by the time Myles Garrett is 28 years old and in his peak. I think they make the playoffs.